video. I decided to make a video on how to cut a jack-o'-lantern. This came about because earlier this week I was taking a client around looking at some houses because I am a realtor, and the subject of Halloween came up. Whoop! Come on, Sprocket, get down. The subject of Halloween came up, and she had asked, where you got the pumpkins at. So I said, well, the pumpkins are all at all the shopping centers, stores. I got these pumpkins here from Food Max. And she had asked, where do you get the ones that are already... Get down from there. You're going to be trouble. She asked, where do you get the ones that were already cut? So I told her that you had to cut them yourselves. So it dawned on me that there's a lot of people that Halloween is a new holiday for them, and they don't quite know about trick-or-treating or cutting a pumpkin into a jack-o'-lantern. And quite frankly, it's been about 6 years, maybe a little longer, since I actually cut a pumpkin. So bear with me, and I'm going to go through the process, and we're going to have a little fun and make a mess. So first of all, I got these pumpkins from Food Max, and I like to get the ones with the stem on the top. It makes a nice handle, for one thing, because you are going to make a lid at the top of the pumpkin to scoop out the seeds. So what you need is a good sharp knife. I got a couple of knives here to try out. It's been a while since I cut a pumpkin. Nice and pointy and serrated, because you're going to need to act like a saw. So the first thing we do is we take a marker and we make a face, because that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to first make a circle around the pumpkin, because this is going to be the lid. And it looks like I got an indelible marker that's dried up. So let me go get a new marker. Okay, I'm back. I went and got a new marker. So let me just go ahead, finish making my lid. And I'm going to draw a face. So I'm going to pick the best angle. I like this angle here, so I'm going to make two eyes. Nothing fancy, certainly nothing too artistic. Make a triangle nose. And we're going to make a mouth. Hard to write on a pumpkin. And I'm going to put a couple teeth. If I remember correctly, I was having a problem cutting out teeth, but we'll give it the best shot. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it, but here I got a face, two eyes, a nose, and a mouth, and I cut the lid. So we're going to start by taking off the top of the pumpkin, because we're going to need to scoop out the seeds. When you cut, you're going to want to cut at an angle all the way around, because this is going to sit back on the pumpkin. If you cut straight down, because you have a groove, a curve here in the blade, the lid won't stay, it'll just fall inside the pumpkin. So I'm going to go ahead, and hopefully I don't cut myself. Hello, Sprocket. You just determined to come up here, aren't you? Alright, and I'm going to go around the pumpkin, and I don't really follow the lines all that well. Alright, come on. Get down. Alright. Okay, it's going to be stuck because it's holding all the seeds. Now you can see some of the seeds, some of the connective tissue. So we're going to be cleaning all this out. So let me get a spoon. Should have had that prepared. So now we're going to scoop out all the seeds. I got a plastic bag. Always put out a lot of newspaper, because it does tend to get real messy, especially if you got cats floating around. So it doesn't take long. You want to get all of this out. This is the first step stuff that starts to rot is the connective tissue that's holding all the seeds together. So, I'm using my hand a little bit. Let's get some of these seeds out. It is messy. Now the seeds you can clean and roast. My grandmother used to roast them. I just throw them away. Of course, she come from the generation where she didn't make jack-o'-lanterns. They'd make pie out of the squash. So, different ideas about food stuff. But anyway, we're going to make a jack-o'-lantern out of this. Go ahead. This is harder than it looks. Of this out. Hand seems to work better than anything else. Okay. That's a mess. Alrighty. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get me a towel. Are you climbing on everything? Get down. Sprocket will be jumping up here again in a second. Okay. So I got most of it cleaned out. I'll finish that up later. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to cut out the eyes. I'm going to actually use a smaller knife for this. And you kind of want to cut in. You don't want to really start sawing all the way around. So I got nice clean edges. And look, I was going to cut into me. Let's just cut around. Now there are little pumpkin tools you can use for this, and actually I think I just bought one. I forgot all about it. Alright, and then, see, just popped out an eye. Okay, so we'll do the other eye. If you go around the neighborhoods, you hardly see people with jack-o'-lanterns anymore. Doesn't take too long to cut. I'm sure if I did this more than once every 6 years, I'd be much better at it. And okay, let's just pop out that eye. So we got two eyes. Do the nose. Cut away. Okay, there's the nose, and we're going to go ahead and cut the mouth, and let's see if I can keep the teeth intact. So I don't try and saw around, just kind of like jabbing in and working my way around. That seems to work the best. You need to have a little bit of control. Alrighty, come on, Jack. Now you don't have to really follow the lines. I'm sure not. Alright, here we go. We're on the home stretch here. Another tooth. I see the cat is sneaking up on me. Alright, let's see if we got... Okay. A little messy, needs a little bit more cleanup, but you got the idea. So you can see the mess I made. So I always have a nice big sturdy table. I remember doing this outside, so you can make a mess outside. Let's clean the seeds off the lid here. Okay, and there you go. This goes around until it fits. There it goes. So you see it makes a nice little handle. What you do with this, you get a little votive candles. There's those flat little round candles. You put them inside, light them, and of course you have a glowing jack-o'-lantern for Halloween. There, that's it. Take your kids this down to Food Max. That's where I got these pumpkins. Only cost me $2.50 a pumpkin. So pick up a couple. Most of them do not have the stem, so you're going to have to look around if you want one with a stem. Be creative, or just do a simple check on it like this and have some fun with the family. And thanks for watching my video. And remember, I sell real estate. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Get down, Sprocket.